Great.
Hi, friends, and welcome to day 10 of the Holiday Challenge. Okay, so today we are going to talk about being in our bodies, about embodiment. So, embodiment, it seems to be a trendy topic these days. I see it, people talking about it everywhere. And it's this idea of being in our bodies and listening to our bodies, because often so many of us are in our heads, we're in our minds, we're thinking, and, I know myself, I can be guilty of it. Hours can go by and I realize that I've had to pee for like 3 hours and I've just been trying to get something done. And so I've been ignoring my body and just like in my mind, and maybe you've done that yourself or, pushing ourselves to fatigue, exhaustion, or just, go, go, go and not listening to our bodies, not nourishing our bodies, not being in our bodies. And, our bodies are temples. They are housing our souls. They are, precious, sacred things. And we only have the one in this lifetime. So we want to care for ourselves. And Christmas can be a time where our bodies take a lot of abuse, whether it's over like overindulging with food and alcohol, stress, the go, 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 whatever it may be. And so we want to take a moment. I want to take a moment today to talk to you about this idea of dialing in and being in our bodies and listening to our bodies. What does our body need? How can we nourish ourselves more today and beyond? So the first thing is when we're thinking about being more in our bodies is this concept of like, the body never lies and the body keeps score. And what I mean by that is if you want to know, the body's always talking to us. So if we want to know what the body is saying, we need to tune in and we need to listen. And so in this moment, you can even just sit and dial in and listen. I've given you, on day 2, I think it was a meditation to ground yourself. And you can use any meditation. You can just sit quietly right now and take a few deep breaths and just dial in and like listen, like tune into your body. Like, how are you feeling? How does your tummy feel? How are you feeling in your shoulders? Is there tension? Are you clenching your jaw? How does your lower back feel? How does your womb space feel? Maybe you have tension in your legs. Maybe your knees hurt, but just dialing into our bodies and asking, how is the body feeling today? Often our body will speak to us. Well, I believe that all symptoms are messages from the body. And, just paying attention and asking yourself, what is my body saying to me? Is there a message that my body is trying to consistently get me to hear, but I'm not listening? Whether it's fatigue and your energy levels, often women especially, will feel tired, but we'll still push ourselves. Are we pushing ourselves beyond, what's healthy for us? Are we listening to our fatigue, or are we, telling our body to be quiet because we just have to go? We just have to do this one more thing. So can you bring in more rest? Can you listen to your body? And on that, topic of rest and energy, there's an ebb and a flow to our cycles. If you're a menstruating woman, there's an ebb and a flow to our menstrual cycles with our energy. And, like the first part of our menstrual cycle in the follicular phase and ovulatory phase, the energy is much higher than it is in the second half with the luteal phase. And then when we menstruate, our energy goes up and down. And so to expect ourselves to just have the same energy output throughout throughout the entire month, that's unrealistic. We naturally have an ebb and a flow, just like we naturally have an ebb and a flow to our energy throughout the day, right? That's why some cultures have a siesta, that afternoon, we call it the afternoon slump, where our cortisol levels are naturally lower and our energy comes down. Then we get our second wind for the early evening, and then it comes down again in preparation for bed. So there's this idea of like listening to our bodies. Like fatigue is a message. It's the body saying, no more, stop, please slow down. And really nourishing our bodies and listening to our bodies. Like, do I need more rest? Do I need to like slow down and pull it back a little bit? Also listening to our bodies when it comes to eating, right? Yesterday we talked about how to navigate and, find that balance between indulging and allowing yourself to not feel restricted or deprived and enjoying special foods over the holidays. But then still finding that balance and then not like overindulging or gorging ourselves. So are we listening to our bodies when we're eating, when we, are full? Are we stopping? Are we eating slowly enough that we're listening? The body's like, I've had enough, right? Versus just eating so much and then being stuffed, right? So just again, being in the body, being mindful, being present, and paying attention to the little messages, those subtle energies, the subtle communications that the body is always giving us. And then, yeah, this idea of like not overextending ourselves. So what is it that I'm going to ask you, challenge you to ask yourself, what is it that you need today? What is it that your body is asking you for? How can you be more in your body today? How can you nourish and care for yourself more in your body today? What do you need more of? Do you need more sleep? Do you need more rest? Do you need healthier foods? Do you need a break maybe from some of the rich foods? Do you need to have more water? Do you need more protein? Just dialing in and asking yourself, using your intuition. This is something that I teach so much in the Nest, is using our intuition and connecting with our bodies and listening to the body speak, right? Listening to the messages that come. Do you need more movement? Right? We talked yesterday about that as well. And also on day 4, when we talked about the concept of NEAT, it doesn't always have to be, going for a run or going to the gym. Just getting up and moving our bodies more. Maybe like, do you need to dance? Do you what is it? How does your body want to move today? How does your body want to be nourished? Do you need more rest? How do you want to find that rest? Is it a bath? Is it a nap, a glorious nap in the afternoon? Whatever it may be, how can you be more in your body today? And how can you nourish it more today? That is one of the keys to not losing your over Christmas, over the holidays. Okay, so that's what I'm leaving you with today, is what is your body asking of you? How can you be more in your body and meet your body's needs? Okay, that's what I have for you today. I'll see you tomorrow.